Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Inspired Knitting Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby, and I am coming to you from southeastern New Brunswick, Canada. Today is Sunday, March the 30th, 2025, and you are watching episode 114. Welcome. This is a podcast about my knitting adventures, crochet, and spinning as well. Sadly, I don't do enough spinning of late, so I don't have any again to share with you guys. However, last week I did pull out my spinning wheel. I have a little electric eel nano, and I did spin on a little bit of my braid. Not enough to bring on the podcast, I feel, to show, but I do have 1.5 bobbins out of 3 because I would like to do a 3-ply. I do have 1.5 bobbins that are going. They're of singles, so that is exciting. It is getting there, but I think I would like to have a little bit more progress on that before I share it. But all that to say, this is a fiber podcast, so if that's your kind of thing, then maybe this is the podcast for you. And yeah, welcome to any new viewers, and welcome to all my loyal returning viewers. Thank you so much for all the love and the support that you always give me. Description box below, there's like this little down arrow. You can click that, and I always put detailed show notes of everything I talk about. I always link you directly to the designers. So, grab your beverage of choice. I got my first cup of coffee of the day. It is just a little past 8 o'clock here in the morning. It's an early start, so I figured I would have my first cup of coffee with you guys and share what I've been doing. I actually have quite a bit. I have finished objects today. I have some works in progress, and that's it. No stash enhancement. Although I think I won't be so good in a couple days. Megan of Lichen and Lace shared their new colorway, their new colorway that they recently came out with. I think it was from their sock train, which is a monthly sock subscription, and it's called Black Tulip. And oh my god, you guys, the part of the skein looks like a beautiful yellow and pinks with like a tulip, like tulips, and then the bottom part is black. Oh my god, it is just so beautiful. So, and you can order that on any of her bases, including mohair. So of course I'm wanting to get one skein of sock yarn to do socks with it. So I don't think I'll be so good. I haven't ordered it yet, but it's coming down the pipeline. I know it will be. But all that to say, I have no stash enhancement this episode. So grab your beverage of choice. I'm gonna get a sip of coffee while it's still nice and hot, and let's get started. Love coffee. Okay, so finished objects. I have a few of them to share with you guys today. The first one is my emotional support chicken. I am calling her Goldie. Don't know why, just thought it was kind of fitting for her. I'm gonna put the name of the designer across here, but this is the emotional support chicken pattern. The original pattern, or I should say the pattern, is fingering weight held double or DK weight. I already did one of these chickens, and I did fingering held double, but I wanted a slightly smaller chicken. I wanted to see how it would turn out, and I really loved it. So I just grabbed a bunch of scraps. I can't even really tell you what these are. I just grabbed a bunch of yarns that I thought would look nice together, and yeah, she is so much fun to knit up. I just really love this pattern. And they also, I noticed, have a smaller version, like a mini version as well. I don't know if that's fingering weight or DK. I didn't really look, but they do have like a miniature version of the emotional support chicken now too. And if you go on the Patterns website, well, Ravelry. I got this off of Ravelry. There's also like little accessories. So I think she's got like a little shawl that she can wear and stuff like that. So it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. So there's my emotional support chicken. And I just have her sitting up here on my shelf. The cat is now eyeing my chicken. We'll see what happens there. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to share with you in finished objects, I have not put the ends in on these yet. I got an order to do some face scrubbies. So I've just been doing the garden washcloth pattern by Emily Clawson, who is Salt City Knits. She also has a podcast here on YouTube, and her Instagram is also under Salt City Knits as well. And this is the pattern. And it's just, it is crocheted. I should have said that at the beginning. But I did these slightly smaller. So Emily's pattern, you have the option to do 2 different sizes. I just adapted the pattern and made it slightly bit smaller. The person that made the order wanted them a little bit smaller. So I just adapted it and took out a couple of the increased sections. So I got 5 of them here. Like I said, I got to put the tails in. And then I was messing around and did this one. This is not Emily's pattern. This is just a different type. I will also, I just searched crocheted washcloths on Google, and I found this one, so I will make sure that I link this below as well. So it's got some like puff stitches, and then I really love the border. It's like reversed single crochet or crab stitch is what it's called, and I've never done that before, and I think it just looks so neat and so cool. So I got 3 of those. The first yarn, the white yarn, is just yarn I had picked up from my local grocery store in Nova Scotia during the summer. So it's called Fresh something. I've never heard of it, but I would say it's like a sport weight cotton, and it's really soft. I love it. So I'm kind of hoping, I always keep my eye out when I go back to the store, hoping that I see it again because it's really nice. This here is just Burnett cotton, so it's like a worsted weight. And then I did 2 more in like this gold color, and this one is, as you can see, really small. I was just messing around and trying out some different things, and the gold is a different type of cotton. I can't remember what the name of it is now, but it's actually quite popular. So anyways, there are those. So I did do a little bit of crochet. Like I said, I'll make sure I have those patterns linked below for you guys. So they're a lot of fun. I have a lot of cotton in my stash, and this is helping me get it down. It doesn't take much at all. So the Burnett Handicrafter, they come in like 50-gram balls. So I got four little scrubby pads there, and that was out of a ball that was already opened. So I don't know how much they weigh separately. I haven't put them on my scale, but they don't take much at all. So if you just have like little scraps of cotton laying around that you wish to use up, this is a perfect stash buster. I really enjoy that. So I'm gonna get another sip of coffee. That way I can talk right too. I seem to have a little bit of a tickle. Okay, we are not going to repeat last week's episode, or last episode with the coughing. Okay, so now on to the socks. I have 3 finished socks to share with you guys today. And I got the tag in my hand, so I'm just going to share it with you. This one is Yarnable, and the colorway was from January 2025. It's called Intergalactic, and this is on her plush sock, which is an 85-15 superwash merino and nylon. Are you going to focus? You can do it. Okay. There we go. I'm still learning my new phone here. It's a Google Pixel. I'm not used, this is my first Pixel, and I'm not used to the camera, so I played around with some of the settings. So I love the picture quality of it, but when it comes to focusing, I am not quite sure how to get it to, so I apologize for that. But I'm learning. Okay, so here is the socks. Oh, you guys, I absolutely love these socks. I just did my basic 64 stitch, decreased down to 56. Just a plain vanilla sock, 2x2 ribbing. I think I did 25 rows? 25 rows for the cuff. Slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. Oh, they are so beautiful. I really, really love these socks. Anything that has a black speckle in it, guys, I adore it. So, back up here just a bit. They are just awesome. I absolutely love these socks. And I really love Cheryl's base. The plush sock is just, it's so nice. It's, if I knit socks, I really love an 80-20 because it's more plump. This is nice and plump, and it's so soft, like so soft. Really love the base. And I really love Yarnable, but it's just a little out of my price range, unfortunately, at the moment. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so that was the first pair of socks, and now I'm just going to quickly get the second pair on my blockers here. So rather than working on my scrappy pair of socks that I shared with you guys, which I really need to pull those back out and get the second sock done. I knit the first sock pretty much within a day, pretty much. That's how much fun I had with it. So I don't understand why I didn't get the second one casted on right away. I do get second sock syndrome a little bit, but I did not cast it on right away. And unfortunately, rather than starting the second sock, I started a whole new pair of socks because why not? So I kept going into my stash here. So I have these little cabinets. They're just off of Amazon. I love them because they hold a lot, and the doors, it keeps like dust and moths and all that stuff out. So in this cabinet here, the second one, I have all these random balls that don't have tags on them. Just from moving around and stuff like that, the tags have fallen off. I have no idea what the yarn is. If you can hear Blue, she's a little mad right now because she's in her little house, her crate, and she wants out. So she's fine. She's just mad. She has to wait till Mommy's done, or she'd be knocking the tripod over. It would be a disaster. So anyways, I pulled out this yarn, so I have no idea what it is. I have an idea. There's 2 options what it might be, but I don't want to say it because I might be wrong totally. But all that to say, it's just plain vanilla sock. And I saw I had like, I don't know if you guys can hear that dog. She's so funny. Okay. I had 34 grams. I weighed it before I started, and it was sitting beside this color, and I just thought they looked so well together. So I decided to do that for the heels and the toes, and that's what I did. And I think it complements nicely. So I got those done fairly quick. And I really love them. This is a nice thick yarn too. It feels like an 80/20. I have no idea what it is. I'm just hoping that this does have nylon in it because I put it for the heels and the toes, so we shall see. This might be my pair of socks because I really, really love them. And I don't walk on them, so I probably wouldn't wear through them as quick. All right. So the next pair of socks that I have to share with you guys, you saw as a work in progress. I know I never showed these as a finished object, but they are my Spock socks, as I lovingly call them. This is a yarn by Turtle Pearl. The colorway was called Live Long and Prosper, and it is a DK weight. So you heard my debacle on the previous episode. I thought it was a fingering weight. I didn't read the label first, and I cast it on for a fingering, so I had it all the way down to like the heel, like I was doing the heel, and I realized that it was a DK weight, so I had to rip it all back out and start over, which is fine because I really, really love the yarn. But I just did a plain vanilla sock. I followed the Crazy Sock Ladies DK vanilla socks pattern, and I did the medium size for the cuff. I think I just did the medium size. I didn't decrease down. I just did the medium size. She has 3 sizes in her pattern, and I did the medium size. So I finished these, and I absolutely love them and adore them. And yeah, they're great. The only thing is this little black line here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So there is my 3rd pair of finished socks. I don't know how many pairs that is now for 2025. I have not set a goal because as soon as I set a goal, I will probably not do it. But I am just going to keep knitting socks. I love knitting socks. They are my go-to, and I want to see by the end of the year how many I actually finish, because I think it would be really cool to see. I am doing really good with the socks this year, so I think it'll be a good number, so I'm excited about that. More coffee. Okay, so that's it for finished objects. Now I'm going to go on to works in progress. So the first thing I'm going to show you is socks. I'm just going to keep going on with the socks. This is in a little project bag that I made. Does not match my knitting. I always try to coordinate my knitting to my project bag. Does anybody else do that? Pretty sure. So I have been wanting to cast on some Knit Picks Felici. I really love Felici. It's a self-striping yarn, but the base is like super soft. It's awesome. If you've worked with before, it's really nice yarn. So I ended up pulling out this Special Reserve Knit Picks Felici. It is in the Material Girl colorway. This is pretty old stash. It's a 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. Oh, now you're focusing. That's good. And like I said, it's in the Material Girl colorway. This is pretty old, so here's what it looks like in the cake. And here is what I have so far once I get it untangled. So it is a fingering weight, obviously. I think you guys saw that on the tag. So I just cast it on 2x2 ribbing for 20 rows, 64 stitches, decrease down to 56 for the rest of the leg. And something that I do is I do the color change on my excuse me, not color change, but when the color changes, so if it goes from the black to the gray here, in the ribbing, I do 1 row of knit. So you can't really tell, at least I can't tell, you'd have to look pretty close, but it just creates like this cleaner look, where if you were just to continue doing the knit 2 purl 2, you would actually see like the little purl bump in the previous color, or the new color. So it's up to, doesn't really matter, it's your sock, but it's just something that I chose to do to have that more cleaner look. And I'm starting to do my slip stitch heel flap. So yeah, that's what I got. This is still the first sock. The cakes are 50 grams, so I was tempted to cast on both of them and get them going. I still might do that. I'm not sure yet. I was doing that for a couple pairs, and it was actually really nice to have them both done at the same time. So we'll see what happens, but so far I have not done that. So there's the first one. And then in my Nomi bag, I have another pair of socks going, of course. And this pair does match my bag, which makes me happy. Just pull it out here. I did post a picture on my Instagram of these ones just because I am loving it so much. Look at that. Isn't that just freaking awesome? I love it. So this is Area 51 Fibers in her 80s gnome. I am an 80s baby, so I had to snap this one up like right away. And yeah, I am loving it. So it did not come with the contrast. The contrast is Gobsmacked yarn. It is a 20 gram mini that I picked up from her shop. So I thought, because I only have 50 grams of the self-striping, I wanted to do contrast. So I grabbed this mini. I thought that it worked well. So I did that for the cuffs. I'm doing that for the heel flaps. And I'm not sure yet. Kind of wish that I would split the cake of self-striping to do 2 at a time. But I might even do different toes. So not with this, because I know I wouldn't have enough yarn, but I'm kind of thinking maybe throwing another color in, a different color for the toes. I don't know yet. I should have enough yarn of the self-striping to do the toes, but I'm not sure yet. But I have the heel, or the gusset decreases going right now. First sock. I love it. Oh, it's so awesome. It is so awesome. So here is the tag for the contrast. Gobsmacked. It is on her sock base, 80% eco-processed merino, 20% recycled nylon, 100 grams. Oh, no, that's not 100 grams. It is not 100 grams. It was only a 20 gram. And then, whoops, did I even show you guys the right? I did not show the right tag. Scrap that tag, okay? I don't know why. I think I had something else in here. Gobsmacked yarn. BFL nylon sock mini. 80% superwash BFL. 20% nylon. 20 grams. That is the correct tag, guys. See, this is what happens when you don't clean out your project bag from the previous project. And then I'm going to make sure that this is the right one. It is. Area 51 fibers. This is the self-striping. And this is on her Sturdy Alien base, which is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 50 grams in the 80s gnome colorway. And just because I am so obsessed with it, this is the cake. I absolutely love this color. This is more purple in real life though, the mini. It's blues. It's got blues and purples in it, but it's definitely more blue. Or purple, I should say. Sorry. It's definitely more purple in real life, but very gorgeous colorway. So those are on the go right now, and I am absolutely loving them. I was going to do a gnome with it. I can't remember is it something to write gnome about? I know the gnome's name is Knock. She's got like the really cool long self-striping hat on her, and she's got the cute little socks. That's what I was going to do this with because I thought it would be so perfect. I just cast it on socks though. That's what I do. So so it became a pair of socks instead, but I think it would have looked really cool in a gnome as well. But it didn't happen. Oh well. Okay. So the next thing that I have to share with you is actually a pattern that I just discovered yesterday. I was kind of catching up on some podcast watching, and I was watching the Loch Nets podcast, and she shared a 2x2 hat that she had done, and I thought it was really cool. So this came out of my bin that didn't have a tag on it. All that I can tell you is it's definitely kind of a rustic wool, and I had one skein of it, so I thought it would make a perfect hat. I absolutely love the color. So the 2x2 hat, if you are to search on Ravelry for a free DK weight hat, it's like one of the first ones that pop up. It's the 2x2 by Anne Gagnon, and it is like really, really awesome. I casted this on yesterday, and this is just a couple hours knitting. I am so addicted to it. It's just 2x2 rib, and because it's free, I can say it. You knit to about 8.5, 9 inches, and then you do the decreases. So the hat, you could do whatever you wanted, but it is meant to have like the brim rolled up. Or you could just knit it a bit shorter without pulling my stitches off and just have it without the brim. I want the brim for sure. But this is what I have so far. It is really squishy, it's DK, it's really stretchy. I am in love with this project. I haven't been able to put this one down. Just one of those random things. I kept going into my bin and I kept seeing this, and I really, really love the color. It is like so good. And as soon as I saw that hat pattern, I was like, it's perfect. That's what it's meant to be. So I decided that I would cast it on, have a quick little project to finish instead of, you know, working on probably what I should be working on. But it doesn't matter. It's whatever makes you happy. So, and it's getting yarn out of my stash. That's a bonus. So 2x2 hat, and I think it's Gagnon. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. Do go check it out. It uses DK weight yarn, so obviously it knits up fairly fast. As long as you like ribbing. I like ribbing. It is pretty awesome to me, so I don't mind doing that. But there is that. All right, so I have one more thing to share with you guys. And it is my shawl. I have gotten quite a bit of progress on it. So first I'm going to share the yarn with you. So I am doing the Free Your Fade by Andrea Mowry, which is an asymmetrical shawl. And I am using Gobsmacked Yarns, which is Merritt. She is a local yarn dyer from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. And I am very lucky to have her as my local yarn store. And this is one of her gradients. She does the most beautiful gradients. I went on a fangirl about her last time, so I'm going to pertain myself here. But this is her merino fingering, 100% superwash merino, 790 yards. She dyed this over 200 grams of yarn, and it's in the tropical heat colorway. How stunning is this yarn? I absolutely love it. So I am not going to be doing any color changes. I am just going to keep going until I run out of yarn. So with the Free Your Fade, you would use, the pattern is written, I believe, for 3 skeins of yarn, fingering weight yarn, so you would like fade them. However, you could do scraps, you could do minis, you could do anything. I did one of these before, and I did 10 20-gram minis from Barn Yarn Knits, and it is one of my most worn, most favorite shawls ever. I kind of have lost it. I know it is here. It did make the move here. It's just that I don't know where it currently is, and that makes me really sad because the warmer weather is starting to come and I won't really be able to wear it. So anyways, I am making another one, and let's see if I can get this untangled so I can share it with you guys. So it starts off at the point here, and then you just keep increasing on one side, and it's just garter and a little bit of eyelets. It's just so relaxing and so fun. And this is where I was last time, where the bear is, and this is how much I was able to get done. And now you can see I'm starting to get into those fun greens and reds, and I am just so happy. It is just gorgeous, guys. A little hard to show, but I am absolutely loving this project. It is a really fun one. You don't have to really look at your pattern to work on it. The sections are quite easy and quite enjoyable. You're just knitting. So I really love this project, and it's going to be so beautiful once it's done. The edging, once you get to the end, does have a picot edging, which I will most likely do because I think it's really pretty. But yeah, here is my Free Your Fade, and I am really enjoying this. These colors, guys. Oh, it's going to be stunning. And I really enjoy the fact that I don't have to do any color changes to it. It's just going to do its own thing. So that makes it even more enjoyable. All right. So I think that is all. Yeah, that was kind of a short one, a little bit shorter than normal, but I hope you guys enjoyed. That is what I have been working on. I haven't really been working on anything else. I'm just trying to think here. I do have one thing actually that I am working on. I just didn't get much progress on it, so I didn't bring that along to share. But other than that, it's just socks in my shawl, which I've been quite enjoying. And I almost casted on another shawl, because when one watches a podcast, you get inspired by what other people do. And I was watching Crazy Sock Lady, of course, and she's doing the octave shawl, and it's just, it uses like one skein of fingering weight. So I was so tempted. I automatically bought the pattern. It's by D. O'Keefe, and I was so tempted to cast it on, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Finish this shawl first, and then you're allowed to start a new one. So I didn't do that, but I did purchase the pattern because I think that will be my next shawl that I start. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been working on anything else. I don't really have any dream knitting except for that, the octave shawl. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you have a great week ahead. Show notes are, of course, listed down below, as well as where you can find me on the internet. I am most active on Instagram as Inspired Knitting Podcast. So until next time, which hopefully will be in 2 weeks, I will see you guys then. Bye.